Uh, let's put down more... Oh, that's actually not bad. That stopped me, like, dead in my tracks. Did you catch that? That's actually not bad. That was an accident, but that's a Bob Ross happy accident. What is going on, Nerd Perp Raiders and fellow Terrarians? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming to hang with us here today as we play and build in some more Terraria right here on the Nerd Parade channel. I am Nick. This is Nerd Parade, and welcome once again. I hope you're excited. We're picking up from where we left off in the last episode, the Build-A-Sode, where we're creating Fort Nerd by hand in the new Journey mode in Terraria 1.4. Hopefully, we can do some really cool build stuff here. We're going to expand on what we've been currently working on. And I've been tinkering around here a little bit before we started on the records to try to make sure everything is up to snuff. So, some of the new additions that I've been messing around with that wasn't necessarily on the video, but kind of got in at the very, very end, is we've added some windows through the background tiles at the very end of the last episode. And I really like the way it looks. So I've expanded on it. And now we're starting to work on a spire up here at the top. And this spire is going to serve as housing for our poor NPCs who are getting their very shoddy apartment building knocked down to live in a super awesome fort. Welcome once again to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And thank you so much for coming to spend some of it here with me in the Terrarias as we do some of our builds. Now, what I'm working on is I'm trying to make a fort/castle that's really utilizing that 3D kind of background effect with the background walls and make it look really aesthetically pleasing. I've got this little window hallway kind of thing going on. We've got another kind of like window hallway. I'm just digging it. So I hope you're liking what I'm doing. And right now I'm going to work on the apartments that I talked about. So this, I don't know if it'll qualify as full-on actual housing. So this right here is going to be our first test, and I'm going to attempt to window it like the others, if it'll let me. If it doesn't let me, then, you know, obviously we'll come up with a different solution. But we have a very minimalistic style house unit for our pals right here. So let's put doors on it real quick. We got door 1 here, door 2 here, and it requires a table, which, I mean, let's just stick it. Boom. Let's just stick it towards the edge. We got 2 tables in here, and we got some chairs. Let's face this way so it places, and let's face this way so it places here. Okay, so now we'll drop a peace candle on the table, just cause. That should provide them with a light source, but just in case it doesn't, and it looks a little dark and pinky in there, let's make a torch right here at the same spot on the wall. Is that the same spot? Or is it here? The grid helps in this situation. There we go. Now it is super even. This is definitely a house, so let's go in and let's try to move our guide to here. Perfect. It functions as a house. He seems to be happy because it now has a gold border around it. So let's see if we can make him a little bit unhappy, or see if we can take away that. I don't want to put it there, but there, that's fine. Brachial step down. Does this still qualify? Ooh, yuck. I might even make this one higher. Oh, that's not too bad. That actually looks pretty good. That's not too bad at all. House. Still functions as a house. It looks like it hasn't told me, no, I hate it just yet. Let's do that. Okay, so you've got a nice little window in your hovel. Let's see if we could put, let's put Jenna the nurse in here. She's super happy over there too. Okay. We've now figured out a way for our spire to look, and we're going to continue to go directly up from this point, and we're going to continue to build off of it. So, I'm going to fit several people in this side, and then we'll continue to go over to the right and build more castle-esque, fortress-esque type of Terrarian builds here in the future. I got choked up on my words. I didn't really know what to say. I'm thinking maybe a throne room, possibly? Who knows? I mean, I kind of want it to be fort. I kind of want it to be castle. I'm getting caught in the middle of things, and that's fine. I do have some ideas for, like, a well over in this general area. Something else can happen over here. And then once we finally get down below, this is going to be a crafting area for us, and then we're building the necropolis down below as well. For all the other progress outside of building, the building's going to happen right here on the Tubes of Ubery, but for all the other progress in Terraria 1.4, we're streaming it live on twitch.tv/nerdparade, so if you want to see us progress through the actual game, come hang out with us on twitch.tv/nerdparade, drop a follow so you get notified whenever we go live, and it'll be a great experience, trust me. I would never lead you astray. Let's put down more... Oh, that's actually not bad. That stopped me, like, dead in my tracks. Did you catch that? That's actually not bad. That was an accident, but that's a Bob Ross happy accident. Because the window is now 2 wide instead of 3 wide. Although I don't hate it being 3 wide. We'll continue nonetheless. I'm not too terribly worried about it for now. Let's turn on my happy builds. Oh, happy builds. Now we're going to deck this entire spire out. So I'm planning to go pretty tall with this spire. And then when we get to... I don't want to say necessarily skybox. We're going to go pretty high. We can use that as a platform to bounce off of to reach the clouds, the sky forts, and things of that nature. So that's what I'm... kind of side goal with this whole build is going to be. Let's continue to go up. Can I get... Oh, use my grapple. We're going to go pretty high with this. Pretty high. And then as per standard Spire rules... We're going to have to build out something of the sort and then go something of the sort. Like, I'm going to hammer all this out, but this is just kind of like... Oh, I made it. Sort of. Oh, no. Pro grapple skills. Pro grapple skills. Oh, no. No grapple skills. Feels bad. So, so we're going to try to do something Spire-like. I want to make it a point. I want to make it a big point, and we'll put on... we haven't unlocked it yet, maybe like a blue style ceiling for some shingles and things of that nature. I think that'd be really, really cool. Oh, they're happy now. Just double check the housing menu, make sure they got the gold border, so they're happy. Let's actually talk to them. Happiness, as I mentioned in the first episode, is going to be, well, the second episode, technically, the first build-episode, is going to be kind of like a side effect. It's not that big of a deal. I'm quite fond of wandering through the forest. I like it here. Let's see what's it. If you stay out here too long, you'll catch cold. My vital signs are normal, if that's what you're asking. So, I like the gold border. It indicates that they're not miserable, but they're not exactly ecstatic about where they're living, so we're cool with this. Anyway. Rambles aside, it's time for builds. And we're gonna happy build the crap out of this. Let's actually not do happy build, because I don't want to accidentally mess up my windows. Even though they weren't that hard of work, I now have it in place, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it get messed up. So with this, we now have enough space to build another hovel. So we did, what did we do? 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with a 5. Okay, apartment building number 2 is a check. Apartment building number, well, 3 and 4 are checks. We'll put some doors down. I'm gonna have to go get more doors. We could do that through the bunny menu, or I could continue to demolish. Either way, it's gonna be no big. Let's go to our platforms. Okay, there we go. Now we'll turn on our happy build menu. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I messed up bad. Oh, I messed up so bad. Happy build menu is still on. I'm in the way. How dare you place that way? Oh my god, I put down a torch when I didn't need to. This is struggle. I'm on the bus right now. I'm driving the struggle bus. Let's do that. No, you suck. We want to happy place stairs. Oh, I see what I did. There it goes. I placed the platform of the platform first, and that was my mistake. So I'm gonna like zigzag the stairs, as you can see. I think it looks nice. It's just personal preference for me. I do want to put windows in here in the hallway, since I've already got windows in the spire. Let's do our next table. If we can, we'll stick you here. We're going to do peace candles again, just because the peace candles take away the spawns. It's nice. I mean, I don't need a bunch, but for OCD purposes, decrease monster spawn rate. For OCD purposes, we're going to make sure that each individual apartment has a peace candle. And we're going to make sure that each individual apartment has a nice little window. The peace candle also... Did I hit there? The peace candle also acts as a light source, which is good news. That's what we want. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Who wants to live here? Who wants to live on top of the nurse? And we'll put Henry in here. Oh, Henry seems happy there. And let's do... Mortimer. Let's do Mortimer. Mortimer the merchant. He seems happy as well. Let's make sure that this gets fixed. Can't have any holes in our castle or fortress. Our fartress. Oh, and this is looking sharp. Now, one of my absolute favorite things to do in the YouTube videos that I make on Terraria and building in general is to do the speed builds. So what I'm going to be doing here is doing another bit of a speed up when it comes to building some of our Spire apartment buildings for your viewing pleasure. And there you have it, Nerd Paraders. We now have our Spire, the first Spire that we've created here on Fort Nerd, that's housing all of our NPCs. I'm really excited for this. There's a lot of finishing touches that I'm going to continue to add. For the time being, we don't have a lot of things unlocked for decorations, but that's going to be one of the things that I work on next. I had to add a little slope there for the rain whenever it comes. We have to protect our guys from if they want to come check out the outside parts here. So that's right. That's a little awning for the rain to drip off of. The Spire number 1 is nowhere near complete because I still want to go much, much higher with it. However, I'm not too terribly sure how high we can continue to go with this practically. Now, should I go all the way to Skybox with this? We could, but I don't really think it's going to be necessary. In fact, I don't think it's going to look really good if we do. So I might make this Spire cap out about where I stopped it here. Have it come to a bit of a pointy ceiling, and once we unlock it, put some kind of like blue roofing or shingling up there so that it looks like a true spire. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to leave it in this kind of like uncompleted form. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to destroy some of this horrible stone that we have here, the basic tier stone that we crudely threw together, and work on some more planning for Fort Nerd. But the main goal is that our NPCs, the ones that we currently have, are completely taken care of at the moment. They are housed, and they have the gold border around them, which makes me think that, one, they're either happier than they currently were, or two, it has the gold border because I specifically assigned their house. I'm not 100% sure on it, but either way, they're taken care of for now, and that's a very good thing. So, what we can work on next here, and for the last part of the video, is I'm going to continue to open up these windows here at the bottom. And I may shovel in some water. Is it too close? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Thank God for grid. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3. I may shovel in some water with the crude buckets and fill up, not this one. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Might turn that into like a prison or jail cell. But this is what I want to fill up. I am going to get some dirt blocks, which I might actually have. We got plenty of dirt blocks, so let's put it here in place of that. Get rid of clay blocks. I don't like the look of clay blocks. And we are going to dirt this off. I might go to fast place for this. I'm in the way. No, yeah, I'm just going to leave it as is. Screw it. Thought I was going to do something fancy with it, but I lied. We now have a spot for us to draw water from, which is going to function as our well within our fort. And it's an underground well, so it's protected. We don't have to go outside of our fort and face our enemies. We can just come in here and grab it. Can I actually replace the... Yeah, let's replace that so it fits. I don't like the look of clay when it's... like, it doesn't mold perfectly. Like, this right here triggers me. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It has to... It has to form perfectly around the block. This I'm not going to worry too terribly much about, although I'm going to place there for whatever reason, just to reinforce that I hate it when things don't work like that. Can I jump through the wall here? No, it's not going to let me. I thought I was going to be cheeky and jump through the wall. I'm getting very distracted from my original goal. And I'm also trapped down here. There we go. Pro grapple skills? No grapple skills today. Oh, I made it too close. Yeah. Okay, so buckets. We do have buckets. I'm a squirrel. This is going to happen. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to start doing something, then I'm going to change my mind and do something completely different. Let's go to our buddy menu, and we have buckets. Let's grab 99 bucks, and we'll put that in place of our bombs. And let's fill up from the nearest... Oh, it ran me up the stairs. Let's fill up from our nearest water source, which I believe is going to be off here to our right. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, it's the desert. Never mind. No water source close by at all. But we're going to keep going until we find one, because I know there's water sources over here. We're going to fill up as many buckets as we can, and we're going to start that well. Oasis. I'm going to empty this entire water source, I think. Nah, we should be good with that. We should be good with that, he said optimistically, hoping that that was... Screw you, frickin' sandworm. Hoping that that was enough. I think it might be. Otherwise, we can always go back and get more, get something from a different water source. But I think we're going to put a pause on the actual completion of the fort until we unlock some more of the decorative buildings. Because each of the decorative... I shouldn't say buildings. Structures. Decorative structures, such as like a throne or something. Because each of those, honestly, gives me inspiration as to what I want to add each and every time. So we're using tin chandeliers there, but as I look at them, I'm like, oh, you know what would look better? Platinum. And it does, it gets me every time. It happens to me all the time, like, oh, I should just unlock that. What am I doing? Water bucket. Magic bananas! Okay, now I don't have to go fill water anymore. Filling up the well. Oh, I still got plenty. To the brim. There we go. All the way to the roof. We got a well. We got an inside well into our fort. Oh, that feels good. That's actually really, really pleasing. I could use that excess water to make obsidian later on in the lava area. Place. We're gonna finish this. This has to be finished. If I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. That's not true. I'll end up coming back and doing it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love building in Terraria. Honestly, it's one of the most satisfying things. Is that correct? Okay. To me, this is so much fun. I love doing this, so I'm so glad that I could bring you guys along with our little adventure here in Terraria. Let me expand on this just a touch. Just to make it even. And we'll clean this up, but this is where I'm going to stop with the fort. This is going to be the end of our basement tier. What did I do with those blocks? I know you're around here somewhere, gray blocks. I know you've already seen it, probably. Or did I accidentally throw them away? Either way, we're going to just bunny mode them in. G-R-A... Gray block. Okay, and we can leave it as dirt. Or we can block it. You know what? Let's use the blocks. I just think it's going to look nicer if I do the blocks. So, hello, door. Let's get rid of that dirt here. Okay. And we're going to finish off our basement. Our castle maids are going to get very angry if there's so much dirt in the corridor, so we have to make sure that that is not the case. Place. And then break with hammer immediately is what's going to happen after that. After this. I could have been a little bit smarter about this. Maybe tried to build as we went. Please don't be uneven. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's perfect. There. 'Tis beautiful. 'Tis glorious. And it hopefully will inspire me for other oh, accidentally perfect on the spacing of the walls. Accidentally perfect. I love it. I'm gonna have to kill this clay here. Otherwise, it's gonna drive me absolutely bonkers insane. If you guys suffer from the same thing, like the same kind of Terrarian OCD-ness, like the struggle, then let me know. Let me know in the comments, because this drives me insane. I hate it when it doesn't conform perfectly to the other block. If it doesn't do that, then it must be replaced. It must be fixed. These are my struggles, and I deal with them daily. This is why I'm going to leave you in this video today, guys. Thank you so much for coming to hang. We're going to pause on the building for a little while. I'm going to stream some more of the Terraria progression, like I had mentioned earlier in this episode. We are going to unlock some more of the cosmetic items, the decoration items, which will give me inspiration on what I want to do next here in Fort Nerd. And also, if I could ever manage to get up there, I've been trying for like the past 30 seconds. Also, some finishing touches here on the Spire. So let me know what you're thinking of Fort Nerd so far. I'm very excited to get our NPCs in a cohesive, nice place to live, and something that we can expand on here in the future. If you like this video, don't forget to tag the thumbs up button for me. Let me know that you like it this way. Let me know that you're enjoying the Terrarian builds. Also, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and also ring the bell so you can stay up to date with all things Nerd Parade, all the things we're doing, and all the things we're building. It helps me out so very much, and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. Anyway, Terrarians and Nerd Paraders, look forward to some more of the content coming your way. The actual gameplay, doing bosses, things of that nature, twitch.tv/nerdparade, and all building will be done here on the Tubes of Yubes. Take care of yourselves out there. Stay awesome. Come hang with me again in the future. And we'll catch you then. Later.